Hey everyone, welcome back for another shoutcast, and this time it's going to be the first one played on Dance of Death, which is a ridiculous map made by Sado. And I say ridiculous just because this location here, played by me, I think is the only normal location on the map. Played really nicely with close stone, nice trees at the bottom, iron is not too far away, gold nearby, and this nice huge bed of coal that is just perfectly positioned. Good trees at the top. So really not too difficult to play here. Just put an early planting woodcutter and then cut shortly after. It works rather well. I actually go for double stables this game, and I'm able to get 6 farms by 25 minutes into the game. So it's a really nice location. Everything is working nicely here. But you look at other locations like weekends here. What's going on here? The wood is so far away. There's such little space. This coal is kind of awkward. Not a lot of building space. Look at keys. Stone pretty far away. You can see it's 6 minutes in and it's just getting his first buildings built. Wood so far away. These trees up here aren't too bad, but you really need to take the trees from the bottom down here first, since you need to go so far for these blasted stonemasons. The soup cons location, not too bad really. Iron is pretty far, although you can make a nice road up through this coal to get to build coal mines on the way to the iron. Trees aren't too bad up here. You need to plant early on, and I think Dixukan made a mistake by not doing that. Yeah, putting 2 woodcutters in this small bed of forest early on. I hope he doesn't build this woodcutter here, because that's a huge mistake. Put a woodcutter right here and plant. I really hope he doesn't make this woodcutter. Okay, oh my gosh, that's a horrible mistake. You don't want to put 2 woodcutters in your only small bed of forest. You want to go down here and take these trees if you're going to be cutting more. He's going to run out of wood. He's going to run out of wood bad. But anyway, we'll keep looking. Don Artie's location here, kind of crazy. Trees are pretty decent actually down here. He's not going to have any problem making trees. Gold, no problem. Iron, not far at all. So really this location isn't too bad, but not very much space. See, it's a little constrained. He's not going to be able to go maybe 10 farms at all. No possibility for that probably on this location. Although we can make almost all of the woodcutters down here, so I don't know, maybe with good planning. And this is Sado's location up here. Sado playing on the top, on the bottom. Of the bottom locations, he's playing on the top middle. And this gold is not too far at all. I mean, it's right next door, so easy gold. Iron isn't bad, although this road is bad. I don't know what he's doing with this road. A huge long road. Trees aren't too bad, but the thing is, you want to avoid building in this area here, since if you need to put your defense here, because you know this is the fighting space right up here. So, and the same thing goes for VIP playing here. You need to defend right here. So if you're putting a lot of buildings here, you're not only going to have them shot at if you're defending, but you're also not going to have a nice area to arrange your soldiers. Anyway, these are the players on the team. Players playing, by the way. This is the Dixukan, Sado, Donarte, and I versus Weekend, VIP, Bobby, and Keys. And I really like the center of the map. I think that's what makes this map so special. The looks are a little rugged, and the gameplay here is awkward, a little difficult, which isn't bad, but it's awkward, which is not good in my opinion. But the fighting space is so interesting. You have dynamics for quick attacks right here, fighting going on here while there's fighting going on here, and if you control the center, it's really nice to move back and forth and shoot off fishermen and farmers who are working. I really like that aspect of the map. If players are clever, they won't build down here, which will kind of dampen the gameplay here, as you aren't able to camp if you are putting all your production down here, because you need to push the enemy away from attacking you. But just really nice dynamics all around. I enjoy the fighting here a lot. And we're 25 minutes in, and run out of things to say. I'm just going to speed it up. I want to get to the fighting, because I don't want this showcast to be 30 minutes long. I'd like a little quicker one. Okay, 35 minutes. I'll go down to my base and show you this double stable strategy. You can see I have 7 farms even. Yeah, 7 farms at just past 30 minutes in. I'm producing a little extra corn. You can see here I didn't need to make that quite so many farms. Or I just needed my second stable a little earlier, but here you can see it. I make up for it by making my second swine farm quickly. But there's lots of fish down here, 60 fish, and lots of building space, so this is a really ideal location to go double stable if you want it. Now the problem with double stables is once players are starting to see more and more horses, more and more pikes are going to be used, and if anyone's making mass pikes, double stables becomes much less efficient, as you really are, your horses become a lot less useful, of course, with many pikes in the battlefield, but for now, the strategy is working. But anyway, the idea behind double stable is to have about 6 farms by 30 minutes. At least by 30 minutes. I mean, if you don't have 6 farms by 30 minutes, it's not going to work. And then you want your iron armor production being produced at no later than 30. If you start at 31 or 32, it's not too bad. But you're sacrificing massed amount of iron for more corn to produce your needed leather and horses. And the strategy, everything was going really nicely until this crazy traffic started, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but a good player will see traffic before it happens. And I should have made these additional roads, because I have one road going down to a large amount of production down here with my gold and iron. And I even have a sawmill, a tannery here, so lots of production going on in this one road that's also being used by the inn. And with the barracks and inn are both the 2 busiest places in your city, so you really need to design them well. And you can see 12 horses at 47 minutes, not too bad at all. Of course, bread is definitely needed when you're making 2 stables, as you're not going to have enough sausage to keep your people hungry, or keep your people fed. There's definitely a lack of sausage to keep your people hungry, for sure. And you can see I already have some starvation. Thankfully, my blacksmith gets something to eat. Everything's working rather nicely right now. I built an extra 2 farms up here with the intention of making a little bit more leather after peacetime is over. And you can see about 25 horses and 25 bows, which is a pretty decent army. I'm not going to have time to go through everyone else's armies, but you'll see them at the end on the army graph. Well, maybe I will have time. Donarty doing a nice job, 50 leather and 10 horses. And Sado doing not too bad either, plenty of leather. It just looks so intimidating, that many horses.
Get rid of them! Fire at will!
Okay, we'll slow it down a little bit. Ooh, Sado going way too far. Don't go that far away from your range units. Ooh, Sado lost quite a bit of bows. I'm not sure how that happened. I didn't catch that. Lucan doing a good job putting out some lance carriers to counter my horse. And here we go, I've brought my knights over, collecting all the units on the one side of the battlefield. And really we should have attacked sooner. We shouldn't have given them time to bring their units from this side of the base over here, but we did. And without visibility of what's up here, we go ahead and attack anyway. At least I do up here, which is a mistake. I should not have had my knights up here. It's a really bad place for them. You'll see here in a second. They're just not too useful. They just get picked apart. Way too many bows and swords attacking them. Don RT's swords just caught behind his bow, so they're not in action. And even though we kind of won on the left over here, and we did win on the left, we lost so hard on the right. And then Keys brings in reinforcements, and then this it all falls apart. And this is where fighting in the city becomes a little frustrating. And so we just don't have space to move back and keep them from destroying the towers. Sado's deleting buildings, but it's really, the buildings he was choosing to delete was helping the enemy more than us. Which is kind of disappointing. I don't know, he said something along the lines of he just wanted to get the game over with, which is frustrating for your teammates when you hear people saying stuff like this, but oh well. And the final showdown. Just too far outnumbered and not enough bows to fight in these close corners. And the game ended right there. Key's doing a good job fighting, and so did the VIP. Oh, Weekend having good spam after a really bad peacetime army. Anyway, not the best game ever played, but I hope you enjoyed a little look at the double stable strategy and a first shoutcast of Dance of Death. And I hope you guys can appreciate this map past the rough aesthetics and the hard gameplay, because it's actually a really interesting map, and I hope that it gets played more in the future. Anyway, bye bye.